I was a happy child, and because of that, I never felt the need to seek out beyond what I knew. As a boy and a young man, I worked hard and kept my aspirations simple. I grew up convincing myself that if I read and listened to others about distant countries, I didn't need to do it myself. Rarely investing in myself, I robbed my youth of a journey of self-discovery and inspiration that I would not continue until my later adult years. How do you put into words 2 weeks, 2,500 miles, 7 countries, countless mountain passes? In the moment, there's no way to verbalize the weight of this adventure. Obviously, this is a motorcycle video, but the motorcycles are only half the story. It's the journey that we go on, the journey to experience, to take us new places, to explore. The therapeutic time we spend on these bikes is what we really ride for. When you combine that with a landscape that feels almost godlike, it becomes otherworldly, humbling. It begins to paint a perspective of clarity in your mind that you so seldom find or realize. I felt everything in this trip, from being empowered to fearful. Looking back on it now, I don't think there's anything more I would have wanted.
Alright, well, we just left our last gas stop right before we officially hit the Alps. I really haven't done too much in-person vlogging, mostly just because I've been trying to focus on the road. There's a lot of unpredictables and new things to watch for driving in foreign countries I've had to learn. Those are deceivingly steep and deceivingly very sharp. I don't know if it comes across in video. But we should be climbing, I believe, up to Stelvio Pass. It's about 7,000 feet. I have no clue what we're at right now. Somebody said the surrounding ground is only actually like 4 or 5. So in reality, we're only driving up like 3,000 feet. But the temperature difference is pretty severe from this valley floor to the actual peak pass. But anyways, we're back on the valley floor, so I'm going to shut it off here and I'll catch up with you then once we get back up into the hills. Nothing looks real. That's all I can really say to explain it. cold now. There we are. We were just sitting there at the coffee shop back there resting, and it all just looks fake. That's all I kept saying. It just doesn't look real. It looks like a photo. Well, by God, I'm here. That is freaking beautiful over here. Oh my word. It doesn't even look real. I just can't get over that.
Okay, let's be honest. I've been riding for a little over 8 years at this point, fairly new to the game. I've ridden various motorcycles in various different environments. This trip is for the advanced rider, and I don't want to scare you away. But just be aware, you need to be confident in your ability, your skills. Just go in with an open mind. Personally, this was some of the hardest I've ever ridden a motorcycle, and also the most gratifying. I felt like I leveled up coming home from this trip. To be completely honest, I went into this thinking I was just going to see more average landscape that looks like the US. And boy was I wrong. Not just about the scenery, but how the drivers interact with riders differently. There's a respect on the road. There are so many motorcyclists on the road. There are Harleys absolutely everywhere we went. I knew Harley was international, but I didn't realize how prevalent they are in other countries. It made me proudful for our American motorcycle company.
We actually came down the western side of Stelvio the day we arrived in Bormio, And I think I spent the entire time just in first gear, not even on throttle, just engine braking with the assistant of actual braking. Try to leave a gap. The problem is if there's another vehicle coming through mid-corner, which is like the worst case scenario, and you have to stop. If you're in the middle of that bank, it is so steep and so severe that if you go to put your feet down, there will be nothing there for you to put your feet down. So it's kind of nerve-wracking. So you really want to stay to the outside as much as possible, but that's why you have to check on for oncoming traffic though. A lot of the ramps for oncoming traffic are just blind. You can't see anything. So it's kind of just a roll of the dice. For the first couple of days, these were like fun and challenging. And then after, I don't know, 100 or so, you start to get a little tedious. I do enjoy the mountain views, but the hairpin turns are like, okay, we get it. You like hairpin turns. Luckily, I don't really see any cars coming down yet. That makes it really easy, actually. Yeah, get views like that. Absolutely beautiful. Gonna need the heated grips now. It's getting pretty chilly. The real fun part is actually seeing other guys come out here on Ducatis and some sport bikes, and especially the dudes on the two-stroke supermotos and stuff. Man, those guys rip down this road, just lane splitting, cutting off cars, cutting off other bikes. It's insane. Those guys are something different. It's a whole nother breed out here of them. God, look at that rock face. I would say Stelvio is definitely one of those bucket list roads that has never actually been a bucket list road for me. But now that I'm here, it's just like, holy shit, this road is special. Just like Furka and Grimsel, I really enjoyed those roads. They still had their hairpins, they still were challenging, but it is just, this one, especially the hard side, everybody says it's a lot more technical, which you'll see. We're doing it today. I could have done it yesterday, but honestly we just opted to take a down day. A relaxation day. It's been long days and the local cows are out. I don't know how they stand on this hillside. I have to admit that this tour company, Tour One, that we're doing this with, it's just incredible. Like, I would never have tried to plan a trip like this. And the fact that all you have to do is just kind of, you know, show up with a bike is pretty impressive. And it's just, they take you everywhere you need to go, all the hotels. But I'm also really glad I got to do it with Jess, my wife. This is definitely going to be like one of those lifetime memories. I was joking with her the other day and I told her, I was like, well, now that we've done all these roads through Europe, I might as well go home and sell my bikes because nothing else really compares. But that's not really true. I mean, this is just a very grand scale. I still want to go home and build bikes. I wonder if I can get past these people. It looks like a straightaway. There we go. I'm sure the rest of the group is already way up at the top. Those cars really slow you down. And if you want to be unsafe on passing them, I mean, that's your prerogative, but like I said, I want to make it home in one piece. There we go. Doesn't look like anybody there. see anybody. I could be doing those so much better. That was a terrible turn. That was so bad.
Anthony Bourdain once said, "Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it hurts. It even breaks your heart. But that's okay. The journey changes you. It should change you. It leaves marks on your memory, on your consciousness, on your heart, and on your body. You take something with you. Hopefully, you leave something good behind."